Today, we're talking about 2 mistakes that people make at the dealerships that's costing them thousands of dollars. But don't worry, we got ways to help. So first, you walk into the dealership, you see this car, you fall in love with it, and you get to the desk where you start negotiating the terms. And here's what happens. You are so in love with that car, you don't care about the interest rate they charge you, you just want to get out and get it. So the guy at the other side of the desk tells you, we're going to charge you 15% for that car, and you sign on the dotted line. That's a terrible deal. We know it's going to cost you a lot of money, but here's the good news. There's something called a 6-month rule. And the reality is if you pay on that car for 6 months consecutively, and you have no other negative things that happen financially on your credit report, the chances is your credit score went up. So the best thing to do at that point after 6 months is to walk into a bank or walk into a credit union somewhere and try to refinance. The good news is a lot of times you'll be able to refinance at a lower rate, which is going to save you a ton of money and at the long run, help you live at your level. Here's the second thing that a lot of people do when they walk into the dealership that just cost them thousands of dollars. They walk in, they sit down, same deal we talk about. They fall in love with the car and the dealership offers them gap insurance and they sign on the dotted line. They don't care how much it costs. They don't care what the terms are. They just sign. And the reality is they throwing money away. Dealerships, they make extra money because they charge a premium for gap insurance at the dealership. Hear me out. If you're gonna get gap insurance on a car, you can probably get it cheaper through your own insurance company.
Also, you gotta tell them about the fact that rate that they give them, that dealership is getting some money on the back end. So that's why they're gonna incentivize them.
Yeah, so what we were sharing was that markup or that premium that we're talking about is actually the dealership getting a little kickback on the deal. So they're gonna mark up that gap insurance so they can make a little extra money on the deal that you don't necessarily have to pay. Now, gap insurance is good because if you get into an accident, the value of the vehicle versus how much you owe, you don't want to end up having to come out of pocket for that. So that's a good thing to have depending on the situation you're in. But make sure that you're not overpaying for it before you get it. So what you can do is while you're sitting in the dealership, call your insurance company, call the bank and ask them, do you guys offer gap insurance? What's the rates for it? So you can get a dollar amount. In most cases, it's about 70% less for gap insurance through your own insurance company than it is at the dealership. So 2 things to remember. 1, if you made the deal, you signed for that 15% interest rate, you're not necessarily stuck. In about 6 months, make sure you're paying that on time every single month. Go to a bank, go to a credit union, try to refinance. That can save you some money, put some money back in your pocket. The second thing, when you're purchasing gap insurance, don't get it at the dealership right away. Call your bank, call your insurance company, see if they offer it at a cheaper price, help save yourself some money. Remember, we're gonna try to put money in your pocket so that you can continue to live the lifestyle you want. I appreciate y'all. Like always, like, subscribe, share, and tune into the next videos. We'll holla.